In deciphering the numbers around us, let's start with something fairly easy, although this map makes it look a little more difficult than it is. And this is the federal highway system in the United States. The lower numbers are in the north and the east, and the federal shield is used to designate them, and these have predominantly disappeared given the advent of the freeway interstate system. But let us not forget Route 66. Even highway runs east and west, 66, about in the middle of the country. Here's the interstate system, freeways if you will, and the even numbers, well, let's see, E. We need a mnemonic device. East, west, E. That's pretty. North, south have O's and they're odd. The lower numbers are in the south and the west. And the system is designed with three numbers as well, with the first one designating a spur or a loop. And so if you're on the 95, let's see, you have an odd number, runs north-south, and the higher number is on the east, and this goes on the east coast. Here's the 210. Now there's that loop. The first digit designates that it is even, so it's a loop. It comes back. The odds don't. They're spurs. And here's another 210. Looks a little bit different, and that's a state-funded, non-federally funded extension from the Interstate 210. And here's another one, the 605. Let's see, three digits. First one is even, so it makes it a loop. It's going to come back, and it's along the 5. And here's a local map. The red ones are the major interstate, 2 digits or less. The pink ones are the loops, even number on the first of the 3 digits. They come back. The yellow ones are the spurs, odd number on the 3-digit, and the black one happens to be a federal, and the greens are the states. Now we go to Europe. Here's your on-ramp sign for a European autoroute, Autopista, Autobahn, and they always start with an E, no matter where you are in Europe, although they don't have them marked as such in the United Kingdom. Don't confuse these with the local highway numbers. Here's a German version thereof. And you'll see that in Europe, not unlike the United States, the odd, even, etc., except the high numbers are in the south and the low numbers are in the north in the case of Europe. And another topic chock full of numbers is, of course, the phone system. We have country codes and then maybe area codes in North America, or city codes in the case of some countries. Country codes arranged geographically, with North America and Russia getting 1, most countries 2, and 3 letters for smaller or newer countries. Here's a trivia question. Name one that no longer is. East Germany. When looking at area codes, say in North America, and this is not in itself going to be too helpful as such, but there are a couple of mnemonic tricks. Because of the old pulse dialing, and to conserve the number of times of the pulse dials, longer being longer, they decided to make major cities, which are the center of the 3 numbers, was the major population center. You'll see these in blue here. And 0 taking more time. These are the rural areas. And we now note with new numbers, if it has a 1 and a 0, then it's probably a recently created suburban separation for a new area code. Let's look at checks. Checks have a 2-component number. There's the routing code and then the account number. The routing code must follow a formula to make it legitimate. That is, the first of each of the 3 numbers times 3, plus the second of each of the 3 numbers times 7, plus the third of the 3 numbers times 1, must all add up to a multiple of 10. Otherwise, it's not legitimate. And another place we find numbers are those barcodes or universal product codes, and it's a generally 10-digit number, or 0 suppressed. And the numbers are read upside down, left and right, with the first half and the second half being flipped, because they're both reversible, meaning left or right is going to be unique, and the last digit is a check digit. So you take the sequences of the odd numbers times 3, and the sequences of the even numbers times 1, and take all of that and subtract it, and from a multiple of 10, that remainder is the check digit. Zip codes in the United States are 5 or 9 digits if you want block sorting. Many other countries use letters and numbers, Canada and the UK. While this looks binary, it's not. There's always 2 major strokes and 3 minor ones, so whether it's obliterated either way, it always lets you know whether it's been clear. And they just move up in sequence, and it uses all the combinations for the barcodes for zip codes. Not often, but sometimes, the 4th and 5th digits are alphabetically sorted. So Beverly Hills 90210, 10% through the alphabet. Pretty cool stuff, huh?